I'm telling you, if you literally follow these 6 steps, your entire life will be transformed in the matter of 1 week. So, you don't want to take a year to transform your life, right? Well, right here, I actually have the formula on how I changed my life in literally 7 days. And I know you're thinking, this is so crazy, but if you asked 2 week ago me if I was the person that I am right now sitting in this chair, she would be like, you're bullshitting me. Like, you're lying. I'm sitting here today as somebody with a completely different lifestyle than the one I had 2 weeks ago. And no, I don't want to just keep this to myself because I was probably much like you watching all the videos on how to change my life, how to, start a different lifestyle, how to get out of a rut, all the things. And none of those really worked for me, to be honest. Maybe it would give me some motivation for the next 30 seconds until I brain rotted on my phone and found the next video to watch. This is how I actually changed my life in the span of 1 week. Okay, first one is a little weird and you might wonder how it applies to this video, but let me elaborate. Respect yourself. And let's take the analogy of parenting. So let's say you are the child, right? And if you had parents that told you what to do, aka your mind telling you you should go do that homework, or you should start going to the gym, or you should eat the healthy breakfast instead of eating the sugary cereal for your start of the day. Well, if it's a parent you respected, you would do what they asked. And respect doesn't always come with harshness. I'm not saying to always be hard on yourself and always choose the hard thing to do that you don't want to do, but the parents that are nurturing, so self-care, you take care of yourself, give yourself sweet treats here and there, take yourself on little vacations as if a parent would do. You respect those parents much more than the harsh parent that's always like, you have to do this the right way, you have to be disciplined, you have to do that. And you also respect that parent much more than the neglectful parent that always lets you do whatever you want, have the messy room, eat a bunch of crap, etc. I feel like this analogy puts it into a really easy to understand perspective because when we're thinking about ourselves, we're like, why can't I just listen to what I want to do? But then you think about it from a back standpoint as if you are the parent and the child at the same time. Like your mind is telling you what you should do, but your body caves into certain things like the child. And now it's much easier to think of it as, oh, I always eat the junk food, never go to the gym, never do my homework, have a messy room all the time because I'm treating myself like a neglectful parent would treat their child. You know what I mean? So you have to be that happy medium for yourself. This is going to be an action step. So take out your notepad, your phone, anything that you can write on, even if it's like a dry erase marker on your freaking mirror. Do it right now. And you don't have to do all of them right now because that'd probably require pausing this video, but I want you to make a list of all of your goals. Literally every single one of them. This can be like for your physical health, mental health, academically, work-wise, literally anything. Even if it's like, my goal is to travel to 5 different states. Anything's on your bucket list, whatever, write all of them down. And it might take a few pages, but take the time to do this. Now, this is the hard part. I want you to take the time and rank them based on priority. This was really, really hard for me. Really hard for me. Because no, I want to get all of these things done. I want to do all of this. I want to do all of that. I want everything to be tacked off. Nope, prioritize them. What is most important to you? Is it your academics? Is it your side hustle? Is it your, I don't know, creative hobby? What is it? What is most important to you? So I want you to rank all of them. It'll be good to know where your heart and mind is at. And this does not mean that you can't not complete all of these goals or do all of these things on your bucket list. This just means that you need to pick a few to focus on. So I want you to pick, after you've ranked them, the top 3 to 5 goals is what you're going to focus on for right now. And once you got those in row and swing and completed, or in the process of being completed, then you can add on the next one on the list. So for me, my top 5 would be like mental health. So I've started like, journaling and taking some, self-time alone, maybe even taking like a long shower so I can think and be alone with my thoughts. Number 2 for me is physical health. So I literally started going to the gym and eating clean, cold turkey in this past 2 weeks. If you asked 2 week ago me, oh, so you're going to the gym 5 days a week? I'd be like, girl, when? Oh, and it happened the next week. And now I'm like loving going to the gym. I love exercising. I look forward to going. It's absolutely insane. 3 for me is relationships. So I like to, sit down at the dinner table when my family is eating. and me and my fiance go on a planned date every single week to prioritize our relationship and intentional time spent together. 4 is content for me, so here I am doing my content, posting on YouTube every single week, posting on my TikTok shop account every single day, and going to start posting on my personal TikTok page that's going to be content a lot like this, but short form. And then 5, obviously, is college. Gotta add that in there. I still care about my degree, even though I'm making money online. Still want that in my back pocket, and gotta get the grades to do that. And I'm still doing awesome. I literally got a 96% on my chem freaking exam, which is crazy because I absolutely hate chem. And I was like, I'm never going to take a math/science class again. And then I had to take it for like one of my requirements. And girl, we're doing good. I got a like 97, 98 in the class. Next, I am absolutely showcasing my messy bed right now to say this point. Cluttered space equals cluttered mind. And yes, my bed may look messy right now, but I'm actually just doing laundry. 2 weeks ago, me decided to not do her laundry for 3 weeks. So now me is, bearing the repercussions of that, and we're doing like 10 loads of laundry today, and we're going to get a clean space because a cluttered space equals a cluttered mind. I do not care if you're like, oh, my room is messy, but like I know where everything is. Everything has its place. If I cleaned it, I wouldn't know where it was. Girl, you sound crazy. But really, if you cleaned your room, everything would have its spot, and it would be much easier than having to dig through a bunch of crap to get to it. I know it has its place underneath your shoes and jacket and pile of freaking I don't even know what. But imagine the breath of fresh air it would be that everything still had its place, but you walked into your room and you could see the floor and lay in your bed or sit in your desk chair, not a pile of clothes at your desk and overflowing onto your desk. All right, next is something called gratitude journaling. So I know a lot of people, when they hear the word journaling, they're like, I'm not gonna write on paper. Who do you think I am? You don't necessarily have to write it on paper. You can write it in your notes app on your phone, whatever works best for you. But having gratitude is so important. I'm going to tell you a really simple way of how I structure most of my gratitude letters. And before you say this sounds stupid, I'm going to explain exactly why it gets you to the place you need to be in order to transform your life like that. So what you're going to do first is write dear whoever. So it could be literally anybody that you look up to, or it could be God, it could be whoever you believe in, but literally whoever you want to thank for getting you to the place you are going to be, like where your dream person is, what got them there, what force, what person got them there. Really, you could even thank yourself. You know what I mean? Just thank whoever you think you should thank. So dear blank, thank you. And then with your 3 to 5 goals that I asked you to pick out earlier, you are going to write a paragraph, a few paragraphs, however much you want to write about how your life is now that you have achieved these 3 to 5 goals. So let's say you're making 3K a month, but your goal is to make 10K a month. You would say, dear blank, thank you. I'm now making 10K a month, and it has been such a blessing for me. I can now afford healthy foods to put good food into my body. I can now save up to pay off my debt. I can now go on that trip that I wanted to go on. I can now get myself a nice gift for my birthday. Literally just write as if the thing was here. It is happening. You've achieved that goal, and now you are reaping the benefits of it. So with all of your 3 to 5 goals, write as if you are living it out right now. Even if it's something crazy like, I'm now living in the freaking Bahamas, having the greatest time working a full remote job, literally so crazy. Write it down as if you are living it out right now. And it may be Delulu. Sometimes, a lot of the time, Delulu is going to help get you to the Delulu destination. People are living those lives that you want to live right now. Let's think about that. People are living the lives that you want to live in right now. People are your dream self, or a version of your dream self. They're living the life that you want to live, and they exist. It's real. It is completely 100% real, and that is people's reality every single day. So why not yours? It's your dream, right? So if it's your dream and you have that passion for it, that makes it all the more easier to actually achieve it because you have the passion and determination. So literally write it out as if you're living it right now. And then at the end, you can say thank you again or do like a little close off, whatever, and then sign it. I like to put the date personally just so I can see, like, look back and be like, wow, I wrote this, I don't know, 6 months ago and now it's my everyday. You can either stow it away and not look at it, but I kind of like to read it every single night or every few nights just to remind myself that this is what I'm going to be living. Like, that's the reality that I'm going to be experiencing every single day at some point. This primes your mind to receive the impossible. It primes your mind that this is a possibility, because before it has kind of a pedestal mindset, and the pedestal mindset is in which you're like, again, let's do a 3K to 10K month thing. You're making 3K month. Let's get that right. You're making 3K month and you want to make 10K month. So this is how you look at it. You're like, wow, this is so unachievable. It would be crazy if I made this amount a month. I don't even know what I would do with this amount a month. I don't even know anybody else that's making this amount a month. Like, okay, so why do you think that's going to be achievable then? The first thing you need to do when trying to reach your goals is put it in your mind that it is achievable. Because if you think it's unachievable, then it's going to be unachievable. Like, for example, we all know we can't fly without being on an airplane. Like, you can't be Superman and fly. But that's because it is something completely blocked off and unachievable for us. I'm not saying that we can fly because we know that's like not scientifically, but scientifically you can make 10K a month. Like, logically, you can make 10K a month. People are making 10K a month every single day. People are making 100K a month every single month. You know what I mean? When we look at it as if it's like flying and it's like completely blocked off to us, it's completely on another level than us, and we're down here and this level is not our level, you're not going to get there, right? But then if you're the person that's like, oh, this is completely achievable for me, this is definitely going to happen, and you do the work to get there, or maybe add on a side hustle, or I don't even know, start content. I definitely recommend starting content if you're interested in it, because whew, girl, the money that is to be made in this industry, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. But anyways, if you're looking at it as, yes, this is achievable, this is going to be me, it can happen, all of a sudden, you're on this level even without making that amount yet. So it's just going to be so much easier to receive it once it's in your pocket, if that makes sense. So for me, I was there. I was making 3K a month. I actually made 2.6K that month. And then the next month, I was like, oh, it like literally this whole time, I was like, oh, it's completely achievable that I'm going to be making 5 figures by the end of this year every single month. And all of a sudden, October, $2,600. November, $10,200. And when I received that, yes, I was excited. I was super happy. But I was like, oh, yes, this was supposed to happen. Like, this is expected. This was me. I just met her there. You know what I mean? And then the next month, I was like, oh, I just want to make 5 figures again. But I went like this, girl. I went like this. So that's all to say, don't put your dreams on a pedestal. You are at that level. It is completely achievable for you. It's just going to happen in divine timing. And also, you got to put in the work in too. Like, it's not just like you're going to sit on your ass and like it's going to hop in your lap one day, right? You still have to take steps to achieve that, but priming your mind in order to be able to receive that and look at it as if it's a possibility, that's going to make you reach your goal, actually. Because if you're doing hard work every single day, but it's still blocked off in your mind that you're not going to be able to achieve that goal, there's going to be something stopping you. That is stopping you and blocking you off. It's literally like a freaking iron gate blocking you off from that thing. Even if you're doing that hard work, that iron freaking fence gate that is you saying that it's not possible for you, it's not going to come open, girl. Unless you say, oh, this is completely possible for me. Like, this is achievable. That is going to be me. The gates are open, girl. Receive. All right, this one is don't listen to the noise. And this basically means a lot of people don't do their dreams or don't work toward their dreams because they're embarrassed or they're scared of judgment. They're scared of what their neighbor might think, what their family might think. But girl, do you think the most successful actresses, singers, influencers, literally anybody, business people weren't scared or weren't not embarrassed to go out there and start? Were the actors that were theater kids not probably bullied in school or embarrassed that they were maybe even a man actor freaking getting bullied at school and feeling like they were silly and stupid for being in theater, right? And now they're one of the most famous actors that people all look up to. And they're like, wow, they're so good at acting. But they all started from ground zero. Everyone starts from ground zero. Even the most famous, most influential, most intelligent, most successful people all started from ground zero. And I feel like we have to get that through our heads. Literally, Jeff Bezos, like the most freaking one of the most richest men in the world, Amazon started out as a small online bookstore and it was out of his garage. I'm pretty sure it was a used bookstore too, a small used bookstore out of your own garage. And now you are the biggest, probably the biggest e-commerce platform around the world, selling hundreds of thousands, probably even, I don't even know, maybe millions, I have no idea, of things online. And you have freaking millions of employees. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. And that is achievable for you. Your dreams are achievable for you, and it's probably not as big as his. You know what I mean? So, like, why isn't your smaller dream achievable for you? And there are probably people around him saying, oh, don't do that. That's not a real job. Don't do that. You need stability. Having your own business is really risky, etc. But he did it anyway. He did it anyway. He didn't listen to the noise, and he did it anyway. And now he's one of the most richest men in the world. And all the people that said that to him are probably like, oh, dang, like, can I have a slice of the pie? You know what I mean? For the most part, there are always going to be people that are looking at you thinking that you're cringe, that you're silly, you're dumb, that you're embarrassing, that you're doing the wrong thing by starting to try to achieve your dreams. This was true for me. This is true for my fiance with his detailing business. There's people around you and they are just doubtful. People are doubtful. They don't have the capacity to think that certain things are possible for normal people, if that makes sense. Or they think that the sliver of a chance is not enough to go for it. Even though it really isn't a sliver, because for the people that want it enough, this sliver becomes the whole pie. Because the only way to fail is to stop, is to quit. The only way to fail is to stop and quit. Because if you don't stop and quit and you keep going at it, you are going to make your goal one day. You're going to achieve what you want to achieve one day. So do your own thing. Don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to the people trying to give you advice and tell you not to do something or tell you to do it this way, tell you to do it that way. Literally just listen to yourself and go for it. Go for it. Go for what you want to go for, not what anyone else wants you to go for. Like you right now, if you started doing your dream and started working a little bit, chipping away at your dream every single day, imagine where you'll be in a full calendar year. Or you could just be sitting in the same spot and being the same person and still yearning for what could be. Pick your poison. So throughout all this, you're going to need to incorporate self-care. This could literally be in the form of, like, let's say your favorite sweet treat is like ice cream, but you want that dream body, or you have like these protein goals or wanting to eat clean. Let yourself have the sweet treat every now and then. It's not freaking, boot camp. Let yourself have the sweet treat every now and then, or let yourself have that night out with your friends every now and then, even though you want to be on a regular sleep schedule or something. That's one of your goals. So let yourself have a little bit of leeway. And this is also called like the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time you're doing like your goals, your healthy routine. And then 20% of the time you're allowed to have a little bit of leeway, have that sweet treat. But really, you shouldn't be upset at yourself for bending those rules, because it's just life. There's ebbs and flows, and you are allowed to not be freaking gung-ho every single day, every single meal, or whatever your goal is. Self-care also consists of being patient with yourself, because obviously, as I said, this is how to transform your life in 7 days, but you're not going to achieve all of your goals by the 7 days. Like, yes, I've been going to the gym consistently now 5 days a week, but do I have my dream body yet? No, because that takes time. Muscle growth takes time. Learning how to eat clean and what freaking protein, fiber, whatever I'm supposed to be hitting is going to take time learning and everything, and learning the correct form. But doing all these things can transform your life in 7 days, and transform your life to become the person that you want to be in 7 days. It can, turn the freaking boat around and start going in the direction that you want to be in, instead of staying stagnant in the same spot, anchored to the freaking ocean floor. And as I was saying earlier, the hills and valleys thing, there are going to be ups and downs. This is just life. Even if you're being positive all the time, surrounding yourself with positive people, journaling, listening to freaking self-help and betterment, self-betterment. Is that a thing? Podcasts, whatever you're doing, even if you're doing all that, there are going to be days where it's like, oh my gosh, I just failed that test, even though I was like so positive about it and I thought I was going to do about like good on it or whatever. I just failed that test and now everything's stupid and this is all not real and I'm not going to make my goals. Yeah, there are going to be hills and valleys. Like, it is just life. You're going to mess up at some things. There's going to be days where you just, have all your cheat meals, or for a week you don't work on your side hustle that you've been wanting to work on. Like, there are hills and valleys, and that is just life. There are also so many external factors that happen in life that you just cannot control. You can only control yourself and how you react to things. So when that bad thing happens, how are you going to react to it? Are you going to react to it how, like I previously said, how it's like, oh, this like freaking thing is not real. I can't transform my life. I'm going to be stuck here forever. Is that going to help you? Is that reaction going to help you get to where you want to be? No. So your reaction should be, let's say, again, you failed the test. Dang, I really thought that I studied well and I was really positive about it. But did I study in the way that I should have been studying? I was using flashcards and kind of, being sidetracked throughout it. But maybe I should, go to office hours, or maybe I should watch some YouTube videos on how to do this formula. Maybe I should, after every lecture, go over it for like 15 minutes after every single class day, so to make sure that I really, really got it. See, that is more of a proactive approach, whereas the first one is like, but everything sucks. Everything sucks. We can't do anything about it, and this is how my life's gonna be, and I suck and I can't meet my goals. Whereas the second one's like, dang, I must have done something wrong, but that's okay because I can change for the next time. This is how to transform your life in 7 days, not flip a switch and you are always perfect. This is not how to be perfect. This is how to transform your life. In the act of transformation, there's ebbs and flows. And even when you're so perfect, you're never perfect, really. But if you're in your dream life, there's still going to be ups and downs. Like, that's just how it is. Because if it was good every single day, honestly, that'd be kind of crazy and boring. Like, it'd be so repetitive. Not saying that like bad things are like interesting or anything, but like the bad things and the lows make us appreciate the highs so much more. This 6-step method helps you step into that dream self, because before you look at it as kind of an unattainable or something that in your dreams you would do this. But then with this method, you step into that person and you like mold yourself into that person. That makes sense. And then with repetition, with consistency of molding yourself to that person, all of a sudden you're going to wake up one day and be like, I am that person. It really isn't unachievable for you. And that's what I want you to get out of this video. Being your dream self, having your dream life is not unachievable for you. You can and you will be that person and be in that life if you follow these 6 steps, and if you are consistent with it, and if you just believe in yourself, give yourself time, be patient with yourself, take care of yourself, but still put in the work and unchain those freaking bars, that iron gate that's holding you back from thinking that that's not a possibility for you, because it absolutely 100% is a possibility for you. I love you guys and I believe in you on your journeys. Literally put down below. You could even put your little scripting letter below in the comments to like support other people, or like, you can go back to it and look at it or whatever. Or maybe put like your top 3 to 5 goals that you want down in the comments. That's really fun. So that you guys can all, band together, maybe even find people with common goals and maybe make a little group chat. That would be such a good idea. Make a little group chat with the people that have your little common goals and support each other. That'd be so freaking fun. But anyways, wish you guys all luck in your journeys. You can and will transform your life in the next 7 days if you stick to this routine. Love you. Bye.